रहे हैं और क्लीन एंड जर्क में उनका दबदबा बना रहेगा या नहीं, ये हम देखेंगे। मैं हूं सिद्धार्थ पांडे, मेरे साथ है पदमजीत सरावत। सागर मदार बहुत पीछे नहीं है लवली प्रोफेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी के पदम, और उसके बाद जो है ब्रॉन्ज मेडल का रेस जो है आप कह सकते हैं पूरी तरह से खुला है।
Absolutely, and it is the best score from the snatch and the best score from the clean and jerk. There was a time, Siddharth, when there used to be different medals. There used to be different categories. Snatch different, clean and jerk different. Now in Olympics, this is the pattern. I mean, the best score of the snatch, best score of clean and jerk is added. That becomes your final score, and then it becomes one medal.
There's of course a completely different category of athletics called powerlifting, which is the bench press, the deadlift and the squats. Of course, we don't have that at all in the Olympic movement, and now we stick with the weightlifting, which comprises of the snatch, which has just ended with Govinda Mahajan of course leading the pack. Another weightlifter from Maharashtra coming through, and Kavayatri Bhainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra, Jalgaon, as we've said, is becoming a hotbed of weightlifters coming out from that region, as is Amravati and Aurangabad. Interior Maharashtra is producing some exciting weightlifting talent in this country.
नितिन भांबरी 105 क्लीन। अच्छा, यहाँ पर आपकी ब्रीदिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है। The lifter must hold the bar steady and motionless. He was motionless. Well done.
Yes, 3 white lights. Chest up, feet directly below the hips. The back was flat, the elbow completely extended, and an overhead pause. There you go. Was a little bit of movement, but it was enough to convince the 3 judges for 3 white lights. So it will be recorded at 105, and he's increased it by quite a number, Paddy. From 105 he's registered the next one at 112.
He's ready to take chance. I think he's telling himself that bronze I just might have locked for myself, but to achieve the gold I need to just make sure I set higher standards for myself. Mind you, during the clean and jerk, the elbows must not touch your thighs or knees during the clean. At times, when the judges do not term the lift as valid, that is one of the reasons as well. We are looking for the fact that are the elbows straight, is the body motionless, but also the elbows must not touch your thighs or knees during the clean as well. This preparation becomes a very, very crucial ingredient.
Yes, and I think Nitin Bhamri is coming straight back out, which means he's got 2 minutes on the clock, 1:30 to go on the clock. They've got to watch it. We saw what happened this morning, and just needs to be that much prepared. He's coming out with a weight which is 7 kilos more than what he just attempted, and when we saw the replay, Paddy, we thought he was not completely still, but still enough to convince the judges, who you need to convince. That's the jury. That's not the judges. The jury can overturn what the judges score. Seldom does that happen, because the judges are of course professionals in their own right.
Khelo India University Games, what you're watching is 61 kilogram category in weightlifting. The best score in the snatch was 102, and that came from Sagar Madar, attempting 112, Nitin Bhamri.
He's not yet on the mat. Everyone's looking around, everyone's pointing to the clock. We are still wondering where he is, and
his clock is running, and if he does not turn up, he might lose his chance, as someone told him that. Is there a communication gap here? Now this is interesting. Now what that means is his attempt for 112 has gone waste.
Here comes the announcement. I'll try and catch that. Yeah, there are 3 red lights, and this is just the strangest thing. We were saying he's got to watch the clock, and once again, there you go, the red on the 112, that's gone. And this is just strange, because you don't get another attempt unless you go backstage and tell the judges that you want to come straight back out. That is just so strange.
Now, as he told himself, I would love to forfeit one chance and love to have 4 minutes with me rather than 2. so that I'm very well prepared for the 112. I mean, if that is the case, then he just might have proved a master stroke. Here he comes.
Possibly so. And if that's the case, he could have taken a little while more because he's got a lot on the clock now.
Yeah, he's got 90 seconds now. There is the clean. That's fairly okay. Attempting 112. 105 was successful for him. He does it. He absolutely has done impeccably well.
Impeccable clean, impeccable jerk. Absolutely superb by Nitin Bhamri. So he made the most of his back-to-back attempts by letting one go. This is the strangest strategy I've seen in weightlifting, I have to tell you.
और सिद्धार्थ अलग बात यह है कि अभी उनके पास 1 मिनट बाकी था, तो अगर उन्होंने वो चांस लिया था थोड़ा और ले लेते. Anyways, all is well that ends well. 112 उनका रजिस्टर हो गया है. टोटल स्कोर उनका 204 रहेगा. ये अब उनके लिए बदलेगा नहीं. स्नैच के स्कोर्स हम आपको दिखा चुके हैं और यहाँ पर अब बारी है क्लीन एंड जर्क की. यशमित शर्मा आते हुए 118.
बरकतुल्लाह यूनिवर्सिटी का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए यशमित शर्मा. और जैसे कि पदमजीत ने बताया, नितिन भामरी 204 कंबाइंड वेट उठा चुके हैं. यशमित शर्मा क्या उसे पार कर पाएंगे? 118 का रजिस्टर्ड वेट, बहुत ही उम्दा नंबर है ये.
Clean and jerk. It does not have a wide grip, mind you. Clean comes after a lot of struggle. This is the time when the breathing plays a very crucial role. There he goes. Yes, the elbows are straight. Yes, the position is motionless. Yes, it's 118.
Oh, that was easy. He can go beyond 118. I'm surprised actually that he has increased his next attempt by just a single kilogram. And usually, as we've already seen and already said, that in the clean and jerk, the capacity to lift more increases significantly because, of course, there are more body parts involved. The technique is different. So, could have gone much more.
He actually has set it to 127 now. He's changed it. Because the others, Rahul will be aiming for 125. Govinda Sunil Mahajan will be aiming for 125 as well. Sagar Madar, who had 102 in the snatch as his best score, best lift, is now attempting 124. What was his best score in the snatch? 102. Padamjit Charawat, Siddharth Pandey, Star Network, Khelo India University Games. We are loving the weightlifting action.
Always. Weightlifting, such an exciting category for India. One of our primary medal contenders comes from this sport. Sagar Madar, closed legs. Again, a different technique being used in the clean. Here comes the split. Is that good enough for the judges? There's no problem with the jerk, and they have said the clean split was also good enough. So 3 white lights, and that will be registered as a very impressive opening score.
And that is the reason, after having lifted 118, Yashmit Sharma has now decided he is going to lift 127. There, you look at it. For a moment, I thought he was just stuttering, but then he regained the composure. In the end, you have to be motionless for a bit. For a fraction of a second, no. For at least 1 second. We are watching the clean and jerk. We've already seen the best results coming in from every athlete, every lifter right here. 104 was the best coming in from Govinda Sunil Mahajan. It is Rahul Ramesh who is taking his first in clean and jerk. He is aiming 125.
Mangalore University, Karnataka is who he is representing. 125 on the opening number. Can he do it? Taking his time on the grip, waiting for the buzzer to go. And now is where the pressure is on. He's still taking his time. He's visualizing it, focusing it. His back is not completely flat. He's got to watch it. He's got a belt on. Unusually long.
Clean and jerk, just a reminder, is a 2-part movement. First, the lifter holds the barbell in a shoulder with grip like that. Oh! We just hope he has not injured himself. All looks well, and we thank that he's not got injured to that.
Oh my gosh. That is the most dangerous thing I've seen in a very long time. This could have been so serious. He needs to be reprimanded. Padam, he really needs to be reprimanded because this is just downright crazy, if I'm supposed to use that. This could have been so much more serious, but yes, thankfully he looks all right. He's walked away, and backstage he seems to be moving all right as well. We need to thank our stars for that.
Yeah, I think on the bump, it was the barbell that touched his forehead and went back. Okay, here it is, 125 yet again. Govinda Sunil Mahajan has got a lot of support. Clean, okay. Jerk. Very solid indeed. He's smiling, and that tells you only one story. It's a successful lift.
It's a very successful lift, and he's already gone to 229. And Padamji, that told you he had registered his personal best at 230. So he is inches away from beating that or catching his personal best. The smile tells you that it should not be a problem.
Oh, there it comes yet again now. All he now needs to do is just delete out of your system what happened to you a short while back. Concentrate.
All he needs to do, first of all, is not give us the fright of our lives, to be honest.
His best score was 98 in snatch. Attempted 125. Lucky enough not to have got a serious injury in the previous lift.
It's taking so long for this clean, and it's much like the one he did last time. This is very unusual. We've already seen a few unusual things. That clean is a lot of struggle. 8 seconds on the clock. He's got the clean, so he's taking his time, and he's bleeding from his left eye. Yes, that should be good enough.
He wanted it so badly. He wanted it so badly. What a picture of concentration he was. He was into a bit of struggle in the clean. He was struggling all the while there. Just watch his eyes right there. Struggle, he yelled on. And then we thought he was taking far too long, but he surprised all of us. Oh, it's hard to beat a man who does not know how to give up.
Absolutely, and he's going for broke here. He's registered his next at 4 kilograms more, 129. Jeez, he gets the heart rate racing.
Oh, forget about him. Our heart rates start to just speed up the moment he comes. Oh God, he's got one more lift. Okay, we're now concentrating on Jaspreet Sharma. 118 was very, very easily lifted. 128 is what he's targeting now.
And I think Rahul Ramesh KARALINGANNAVAR has left a few marks, bloody marks, bruises from the battle on the battleground, which I think need to be taken care of, along with better clippings on the bumper plates. Look to be all right now, and we are all set to go with Yashmit Sharma of Barkatullah University, Madhya Pradesh, coming out with a 128.
Best score in the snatch for him, 95. Way below than the others. The best in the snatch was 104 from Govinda Sunil Mahajan. Clean and jerk. He lifted 118 quite successfully. He's had to struggle in the clean to bring it to the shoulders. This is the only halt in the journey. Now, how good will he be? With the jerk, he's collecting himself. Will he be able to use his breath to lift it? No!
Unsuccessful attempt. We saw how he was struggling with the clean. He just could not clean that well enough. And what that did was disturb his second maneuver completely. Look at that. He somehow managed to get it on his collarbone, but after that it was a little too much. But it's important to note here his execution in dropping the weight was pretty good, because some of the drops we've seen on the weight, once the weight is unsuccessful or the lift is unsuccessful, has been heart-stopping to say the least.
Exactly, Siddharth. You stole the words out of my mouth, as you always do. We are watching the clean and jerk. And that is what the athletes do. Once they are not competing in their particular sport, they come and they support their contingent. There he comes. It is Sagar Madar at the moment. He had 124 as a successful lift. This is his second attempt and he has raised it by 5 kilos. 129 is what he's attempting. 102 was his best score in the snatch.
Oh, that's a struggle. This is just crazy. This is absolutely crazy. There are very senior weightlifting officials here and they need to tell these athletes that this is not good for their health and not good for our health either.
The good thing always is, in the previous one also, when we saw it with look how it means to them. Look at that reaction. Thank God they're not injured. It is the discs that touch the ground first. Hence the barbell does not hit the forehead when they have not been able to balance their bodies properly. There he comes.
Put on your seatbelts. It's Rahul Ramesh Karalingannavar from Mangalore University. 129, more than he has ever attempted, and we saw what happened in his previous attempts.
In the successful 125 kilo lift, he showed that he wanted it so badly. Now he's taking his time right here. Clock is running. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift it. 2, 1.
With 1 second to go, he on the clock. 1 second to go. He's got the clean. He's executed the clean. It's now time for the jerk. And of course, taking his time as he always does. Picture of concentration. He's got the split. He's got a 129. And it's 3 white lights. Well done to you, lad.
He actually steals the thunder. Now he's gone to 227 with that lift. The clean came out for a lot of struggle and then the balance was very good. He was shaking for a bit, then held his concentration. The body was motionless and the arms were straight.
Problem with him was he did not have a very good snatch. He did not cross the 100 mark even. 98 was his best. Maybe that will be the difference that will decide the color of his medal.
Okay, Yashmit Sharma comes in. 118 successful, 128 the second lift not successful. He is going beyond 128. He's saying 129 is what I will try. Clean and jerk. He's got a lot of time still on the clock. You can see on the left side of your screen. 15 seconds and under. Lifts it. Oh, realizes he'll not be able to do it. 118 will be his best score in clean and jerk. 95 was his best in the snatch. His score has been sealed at 213.
So actually we have our 3 medal places. Sagar Madar, Rahul Ramesh, Karalingannavar and Govinda Sunil Mahajan. The question now is who takes which medal? At 227 currently Rahul Karalingannavar is in the silver medal position. Govinda Sunil Mahajan, we think he's got a lot left in the tank, is leading the pack. And Sagar Madar is coming out for his third and final attempt. 129. He was unsuccessful. He's gone back in the shed. He's composed himself. He's visualized what he wants to do. And he's come out to maybe push his luck and the boundaries.
There he goes. 124 successful. 129 he failed. 129 is what he's attempting. Clean taken care of. No! 124 will stay as his best score in clean and jerk. And he will get the bronze for sure.
Yes, the bronze is assured for Sagar Madar and for lovely Professional University Punjab. He cleaned that pretty well, but after that it was a struggle all the way. The weight on that was just too much. Govinda Sunil Mahajan is coming out in his second attempt for a mammoth 130. You can hear the loud cheers. That is for this boy from Jalgaon.
Now, can anyone go past him at the moment? Does not seem so, because 125 will always be against his name. You can't take that away from him. He's aiming at 130. He already has 229, the highest score against his name, better than the others. He lifts. Yes, he does 130 successfully. Beaming smile to celebrate it. 234 is his final score.
He's already put the registration for the next one. I think it's at 131, and as is at Paddy, he smiles. And why wouldn't he? मुबारक हो आपको गोविंदा सुनील महाजन. स्वर्ण पदक अब तक आपके नाम, एक अटेम्प्ट अब भी बाकी.
He was smiling as if telling his opponents, क्या सोच के आए थे आप लोग, मुझे हराओगे? No, he's actually aimed the next one at 133. Siddharth, he's changed it. ऊपर की तरफ आप चेंज कर सकते हैं. एक बार आपने जो लिफ्ट लगा ली, उसके नीचे आप नहीं जा सकते.
And also, I think he's coming straight back out. And 133, I think that's the last one that we have, so makes sense. He's going to take his time. 130 on the clock to go, so he's got to watch it. 133 is a big number. What do you think, Padam? Doable?
Very. One, because he's got no tension. Two is because the gold is sealed for him. Nobody's challenging him. And once you take that stress factor out, the uncluttered mind is out of the picture. He is here just to have fun. Will he smile yet again? He's got the support as well. They also know they are supporting a gold medalist here. You cannot take the gold medal away from him. That is sealed and that is locked. Here he comes. And this is going to be the final attempt in the 61 kilogram category. His best in snatch was 104. Better than everyone there. Oh, realizes there's a lot of pain. He does not go for it. Congratulations, gold will stay with him though.
What he's also done is he's beaten his personal best. You cannot ask any more from an athlete than beating your own personal best when you have to in competition. That is what Govinda Sunil Mahajan has done. And Kawayatri Bahinabai Chaudhary, Northern Maharashtra, Jalgaon, has got a gold medal thanks to this boy on your screen. He's won the gold for his university and he's done it with a smile.
Yeah, he wanted to have a little bit more fun when he attempted 133. As you rightly pointed out, he goes past his best score nevertheless. और बहुत मजा आया क्योंकि हमने पहले स्नैच देखा. सबका स्नैच का बेस्ट स्कोर क्लीन एंड जर्क के बेस्ट स्कोर के साथ ऐड किया जाता है. उसके बाद वो बनता है फाइनल टैली. इनका सबसे बढ़िया ये है फाइनल कॉन्फर्मेशन.
Govinda Mahajan 104 on the snatch and 130, a mammoth 130 on the clean and jerk, takes his total to 234, beats his personal best. Rahul, well, he came good in the end with a total of 227.